We have now made it to, I think it is the final chapter of the game, the Tower's Secret. A path to the tower has been found. Scale the tower and solve all the mysteries of Saint Mystere. Do we really have to go through so many mysteries? Jesus. Like, how many do we even have? Oh, we missed one. Oh, we actually missed a puzzle. It's because I actually didn't go across the entire Saint Mystere and ask for puzzles. You know what? It was probably from the same girl with the cards. Or maybe that old lady. Or maybe it was the guy in the sewer. Or maybe it was maybe it was that Stassenstrafen guy that's also in the sewer. So we actually missed one. Alright, let's see what number 64 was. Odd equations. This is worth 30 pickrats. Oh, I see. Oh my, it looks like someone has been writing nonsense on the blackboard again. I think they're just trying to learn. It turns out, though, that under certain conditions, these strange equations are actually correct. 8 minus 6 equals 2, 8 plus 6 equals 2? Huh? Assuming the above to be true, what does 7 plus 6 equal? Huh. Could it... Okay, I'm gonna take a gander at this, and I'm actually gonna say 1?
There we go.
Oh my god, I'm correct. Holy shit.
Every puzzle has an answer.
Let's go, math. Oh. Apparently it talks about time? What was it? What did I miss? This puzzle is using time as a framework for the calculations. If you take 6 hours away from 8 a.m., the time becomes 2 a.m. Move forward 6 hours from 8 a.m., and the time becomes 2 p.m. Therefore, if you add 6 hours to 7 a.m., you should arrive at your answer at 1 p.m. You can, of course, reverse a.m. to p.m. and still find the solution. I did not think about time. Holy shit. I actually just guessed that one and I was correct because it said 8 plus 6 equals 2. So I thought, like, just do the same thing as like 8 minus 6 and then just go 7 minus 6 is 1. I mean, that is also an alternate solution. But I did not think about time at all, but it actually makes sense now. If you go from 7 o'clock, let's say p.m., and then you add 6 hours, it would go to 1 a.m. That is crazy. This game, this series has been so crazy. And this is only my second Professor Layton game played. But without further ado, we have finally opened the tower in Saint Mystere, and we are finally going to enter it and see what all the fuss is about. And judging by how tall the place is, I feel like we're gonna get the rest of the puzzles in here. Unless there's still villagers that are gonna talk about more puzzles. Alright, so puzzle number 1. The door. Yep, it looks like you've solved at least 75 puzzles. You had to solve 75 puzzles to get in here? Alright then, go on in the tower. There's no way they actually had you do that. This place gives me the creeps. Plus, it's all murky in here, And I can't see a thing. Oh my. Ah! Ugh, my head. Luke, are you alright, my boy? No injuries, I hope. Don't worry, Professor. I'm fine. And yourself? Nothing a good long bath later won't solve. But more importantly, where are we? This room is stuffed to the gills with curious machines. I've never seen anything like them. What do you suppose they do? What in the world? Look over there on the wall, Professor. My word. There are views from all over town displayed here. Don't they almost look like blueprints? And what's this? Almost every villager's name is on this wall. Although I don't remember that girl on the right. Professor, what if somebody is using this place to keep an eye on what's going on in St. Mystere? Look, there are stairs over there. Let's get out of here. This place gives me goosebumps. You can also notice too that the faded picture is actually Simon. And he's apparently missing a key. So that could be an extra clue. Yes, you're quite right, Luke. Let's head out. Damn. This place is full of machinery. And pictures of every single villager. Oh, what's this notebook? Did you find something interesting? Oh. Must be a lost journal. I think so. This notebook looks like someone's been using it as a diary. Just a little longer now. Soon this village will complete the task it was designed for. I've waited so long for this day, but as it comes closer, I feel a little lonely. I hope that at the very least, the young mistress finally finds happiness at the end of all this. This poor journal looks like it's been through a lot. All the pages are terribly frayed. I bet all the scraps of paper we found in the village came from here. Oh yeah. It seems like whoever was in here has been trying to help out Flora. Jeez. This place is really fucked up in here. Ugh! What's this? You! Oh, it's Bruno. We've heard about you in the book. What are you doing here? Unless it... You two again. To be honest, I kind of forgot where we last met him. It was probably at the beginning. Oh no, wait. He was the guy that kidnapped Ramon last night. That's right. He was the guy that kidnapped him. You two again. What are you doing here? What are you up to? In just a moment, sir. What are you talking about? I knew it. You came here to steal my secrets, didn't you? Didn't you? Don't play dumb with me. I see right through you. Don't think I haven't been watching. I've seen you two sniffing about every nook and cranny in town, getting in the way of my work. Now I've had it. So unless you want trouble, give me back number 38. Please calm yourself, sir. Just listen to what we have to say for a moment. We haven't intended to get in the way of your work. We are merely searching for the golden apple. Neither of us know anything about this number 38 business. Oh. Did you just say the golden apple? You're really here looking for the golden apple then? Precisely. Do you know anything that could be of help to us? So that's how it is, eh? What are you looking for is on the top floor of the tower. But watch out, because the puzzles in this tower are harder than the whole mess of diamond-tipped drills. I know they call you a puzzle master, but are you sure you have what it takes to solve them? Now, why would you go and tell us something like that? I bet you just want to set us up to walk right into some sort of trap. What would I possibly gain from doing something like that? Not to mention, it's my duty to guide those who seek the golden apple toward their goal. Some mischief maker snuck into the village and had me all confused, but I think I figured things out now. Seeing as how it is your duty and all, would you mind filling us in? What is Saint Mystere's big secret? Alright. The name's Bruno. I work for the Reinhold family. For some time now, I've managed Saint Mystere from up here in the tower. Managed Saint Mystere? You're the one who manages the life of each of the villagers, aren't you? What in the world are you two talking about? Surely you must have seen them too, Luke. Do you recall the cogs we found about in the village and the list of names we saw in that room? All of the villagers in Saint Mystere are robots created by Bruno. I was right. I was right. Well, kind of, because I thought Lady Dahlia was the only robot in this village, but I didn't think everyone in the village was one of them. I did not think everyone was in it. I just only thought of Lady Dahlia because, like, at first I thought when I was reading the Baron Reinhold's diary or journal back at the manor, he wanted to have a second mother to Flora after Violet passed away. So I guess they must have created a robot in the form of Lady Dahlia to be her second mother, but Flora was not happy about it and was running away from her ever since. That's what I thought. But this really took like 10 steps further into my theory, which is actually correct. Everybody in the village are robots created by Bruno. And we've never talked about Bruno, didn't we? We don't talk about him at all. What do you mean the villagers are all robots? In other words, the inhabitants of Saint Mystere aren't human, but intricately constructed machines. They're robots, my boy. I have to say, I'm astonished that anyone could build such elaborate machines in this day and age. You must be quite the engineer, sir. Oh, aren't you a sharp one? I never imagined you'd figure out so much of the mystery by yourself. What do you mean, sir? Saint Mystere isn't a real town, Luke. It was constructed by Bruno and the late Baron. How am I doing so far, Bruno? You know what this feels like? God damn, this really felt like what I went through in Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. This was kind of like this. This was kind of like this for a little girl that wanted a bustling village. Because of like an early passing of someone. God, these really are all connected, aren't they? You're right on the money. Master believed that one day an heir worthy of his fortune would come forward. He had me build this city and all who dwell within it to prepare for that day. Then he hid his greatest treasure, the golden apple, away in the top floor of this tower. I was ordered to protect it with my life. And I may have a feeling on what the golden apple is. But we still have to look forward into this story. Until the person arrives who can solve the puzzle of the golden apple, I will continue to protect it. Remarkable. I'm impressed at how far Baron Reinhold went to protect his treasure. It's not just any treasure, mind you. The golden apple was the Baron's most precious treasure. But why go through all this just to hide treasure? Why build an entire village to protect it? Whoops. It seems I've been a little loose-lipped here. I've already said more than I should have. The answers you're looking for are waiting for you at the top of the tower. Go on then. Show me if you're the one who can solve the puzzle of the golden apple. Oh yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready for this. We've now solved 4 out of 10 of the cases now. Oh boy, here we go. Now, how many floors are there going to be here? There's only the entrance where we fell in, and then we have the floor. Do you have a puzzle before we start this? I have work to do now, for that matter, so do you. I guess you have nothing else to say. Right, so now we found out the greatest mystery of Saint Mystere. And that is, it's entirely fake. All the people in this village are robots. The entire town is fake. But it's probably for a reason. The stairs are barred off. Aha. This must be one of the puzzles Bruno warned us about. It does look quite difficult. This is perfect timing, my boy. I am in the mood for a puzzle with some meat to it. Ooh, he's going straight in there. Get the ball out. Oh, it's one of these. Okay. The shortest possible route involves 21 moves. All right. Let's get started. And there we go.
Luke, here's my
Yeah, buddy. Did it in around like 40 moves, so that was like just less than double. I did it. You were able to get the ball into the hole without shuffling too much back and forth. That was good. If we can do stuff like that, then it should be no problem getting to the top. Say, Professor, there's something that's been on my mind for a while. Oh? What is it, Luke? When the crank for the bridge was stolen, we were sealed in the village along with Don Paolo. It could be just me, but I feel like this wasn't just a coincidence. Somebody planned it. But who? Hahaha. Well, Luke, I don't have any direct evidence of it, but I'd wager that it was Bruno's doing. Bruno? But why in the world would Bruno do something like that? Do you remember what he said? It's his duty to show the way to those who seek the golden apple. But naturally, Bruno had no idea what kind of people would come to Saint Mystere, seeking that treasure. It's likely he trapped us in the village to buy himself some time to evaluate who we were. He wanted to see if we were worthy of the secret. That's terribly presumptuous of him, don't you think? How could he think either of us were bad people? He doesn't even know us. Haha, who knows how Bruno saw it, Luke? I'm certain he was just being careful. After all, Don Paolo managed to sneak in with us. Bruno probably had his hands full and needed time to see what kind of people had entered the village. Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to ask about that too. Luke, we really should get started here. You can ask me your next question while we're climbing. Yeah, so I guess that answers that question, that Don Paolo doesn't also exist either. Bruno was just buying some time to see if we were worthy of his challenge for the golden apple. All right. So I don't know if how many puzzles there actually are here. I've only solved up to 110 at this point. Which means I need to do 25 more. That must be a one, or that must be a puzzle. Another locked door. Whoever built this tower must enjoy watching people suffer. Well, my boy, are you just going to stand there and complain about it? No. Leave this puzzle to me. All right, Luke, let's see what you got. A magic square. Huh. You need to solve this magic square in order to proceed. A magic square is a set of numbers organized in a square so that adding any string of 3 numbers will result in the same total. 1 and 2 have already been placed on the square for you. Complete the rest of the square to open the lock. Okay, so it's like that 51 puzzle. Now we're just doing lower numbers. Well, if that's the case, then I think 9 should stay here. Then maybe 3 in this corner. I have a feeling it's gonna be around 15 or something. So maybe we'll do this. And then 8. Oh no, that's not it. Then maybe 9 can go here. Yeah, I think I solved it. It is 15. So I was right the first time. I thought I had to figure it out with a different number.
Professor, I've solved it.
I solved it. Any 3 numbers aligned horizontally, vertically, or diagonally should add up to 15. Magic squares have been around for thousands of years. The earliest record of a magic square dates back to 650 BC in ancient China. Jesus. I got it! The door's open now. Good show, Luke. So what was it you were asking me earlier? I'm all ears now. I wanted to know when Don Paolo snuck his way into the village. It seems like he followed us here. The only way into Saint Mystere is through the drawbridge. Plus, I doubt Franco would let in such an obviously evil character as Don Paolo. Yes, to be honest, I still haven't quite figured out about how Don Paolo entered Saint Mystere myself. But it seems that after he made his way in, he tried to stay at Beatrice's inn. Oh, so that's the man who skipped out on his bill. It figures it was Don Paolo. So that weasel did himself up to look like Inspector Chelmy, snuck into the mansion and... Hold on. When did he kill Simon? We'll get to that in a moment. We must keep climbing. I'm pretty sure we know about that case. Alright, so let's move on up. Floor 3. Oh my god, what are you doing here? This tower is off limits. We saw you in the sewer. What the hell are you doing in here? Ah, konnichiwa, amigos. I'm so glad to see other people. I thought I'd be wandering this place forever. Hey, how did you get in here? There's no way you solved all those puzzles. Je ne sais pas. It just happened un momento. I'm wandering the sewers. The next thing you know, I'm here. I take it that this isn't the local hotspots my guidebook promised it would be. How curious. So where is it you'd like to go? If you go down these stairs, you can return to the village proper. Just make sure you don't fall into that large hole by the entrance. Ah, si. That should be enough information to get me there. But may I ask one more favor? All this talk of stairs has reminded me of a naso I follow. Answer it for me, por favor. Oh, he's got a puzzle. I knew it. Take the stairs. You have business on the 8th floor of a 10-story building. It took you 48 seconds to make your way from the 1st floor to the 4th. If you keep moving at that same speed, how long will it take you to reach the 8th floor from the 4th? Well, wouldn't it be another 48 seconds? Or would it be less, actually? Since, like, you started on the 1st floor, and then you go 2nd, 3rd, 4th floor. That would be 48 seconds. And then from the 4th floor, you go 5th floor, 6th floor, 7th floor, 8th floor. So maybe you need to add a bit more seconds into that one.